Hi everyone, it's Ryan Stedgink and I am here coming to you while shopping because it's a beautiful night and I'm done with my charts, even though I worked today and had a nice busy day. It was a long day and I had to stay late, but I still got all my charts done. It really matters to me because this is something that is a part of my big why, to be able to be present with my family and to be able to help my family with a variety of things. So we're going to be doing some potting of flowers probably this weekend, and potentially doing some other projects around the house. So as I'm walking around, if you have some sort of question about charting, how you can finish your charting faster. I just finished yesterday. I had a great opportunity to speak to a group of pediatricians about charting and wellness and coaching, how individuals can make investments in charting for wellness, how some of the mindset things, the stories we tell ourselves really hold us back. But also I talk about how institutions can invest in this, because it costs institutions a minimum, the conservative estimates of $500,000 per physician, who, for physician turnover, it's that much cost to the organization. And so some of these things would be a fraction of that when you think about the turnover attributed to burnout. Organizations could get a huge return on investment by investing in a program for their physicians. So if you have questions, I want to hear about them. I still got some things to do here and doing my shopping, but I wanted to be available to you and hear where you're at and what matters to you and why you want to finish your charting faster. I'll just be walking around and picking up a few more things, but I am here for you, and I would love to be able to share a little bit more about why I'm so passionate about charting, why I'm passionate about charting faster, because ultimately this is what allows me to be able to go to the store on a Friday night, to be able to pick up some of these things for my family rather than just being tethered to my computer. And so I was there previously, doing my charting at home, on the weekends, evenings, early, staying late, not finishing all my stuff. And it was just a cognitive load as I was doing these things after the fact at home on my laptop, where even though I had access to the secure portal, it took me longer. The screen wasn't the same resolution that I'd have if I was still at work, and it really just ended up slowing me down. But as many of you know, I went through burnout less than a year out of residency. Things were really tough at the time. I was exhausted. My wife said something needs to change. And my faculty mentor, who was doing my annual review at the time, less than a year out of residency, she gave me some great advice. And she's like, you need to knock in the clinic one day a week. Ultimately, I'm in a much better spot. And for those of you who are wondering if this is possible for you, I want you to know that it absolutely is. You can start right from where you are. I get to do optimization trainings with other physicians, nurse practitioners, physician assistants in my system, and now with you doing coaching. It's just incredible to see the resilience and the curiosity, the ideas that each of you bring to charting and to your clinical practice. It's something that I really appreciate, because as people ask good questions, then they stimulate me to think about things in a new way. I learn from them, and I'm able to look into things sometimes that I didn't even realize were an issue. And ultimately that helps me continue to grow, which I think is a huge part of how you can take those next steps with your charting, because finishing charting faster, it's always going to be an iterative process of taking where you are, saying where do I want to go and how am I going to take those next steps there. It's saying when I get to that ideal future time frame, that future state, what is that going to look like? And then what change am I going to have to make to get myself a little bit closer and a little bit closer? And then those next steps, it may be 20, 30 steps in between, but as you optimize your templates, as you look at your preference list, as you get all of this taken care of, this can allow you, these things can allow you to take those iterative steps forward. I find templates especially important because as you go through different patient encounters, you're going to have different things that you face. Maybe it's a different disease state that you're taking care of, that the patient is experiencing. Maybe it's a patient who has asthma, a patient who has ADHD, a patient with any number of other things going on. You want to be able to document similar things across those different patient encounters. I want you to know that even just taking the time to do one different template can make such a big deal. It can be such a big deal because you are able to do it once, and then ultimately you're able to take that next step forward. You're able to take that next step forward and then be able to be more present with your patients, because you aren't just looking at where have I been, where do I want to go, but you're actually taking that step forward, even if it's just writing down, I want to deal with this a little bit later. So first it's your templates, then also your orders and your preference lists. So it is so important to take advantage of all the things that are already there in your system and to figure out, do some of those things actually work for you? Because there are a lot of things that you will run up against that you otherwise haven't dealt with before. And maybe it's taking a moment to say, oh, well, I'm definitely going to be dealing with this again soon or at some point, and I don't want to have to type out that same thing again. So taking the time to really look at what are your orders, what do you like to do in a particular situation, how do you want to do this again next time, because ultimately the more that you can decrease the number of clicks that you need for a particular, to take care of a particular patient, or patient population, that is going to ultimately save you time. And yeah, it's just taking those moments of mindfulness, of saying, okay, what is holding me back? What is really frustrating me, stressing me out? Those type of things. Because if you don't take a moment to do that, you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over, being more and more frustrated as you realize, hey, I can't do this the same way that I've been doing it because I'm still getting the same results. If these are things that have really resonated with you, I am here for you. I am a coach to help physicians with their charting. And it's not so that you're a charting guru, so that you can say I'm an A+ charter, because I know that each of us want to be an amazing physician. Each of us wants to be getting an A in terms of our doctoring and how we care for patients. But drilled into us along the way is a sense that we need to be getting A's in our charting, to have A+ charts. And really, B- is sufficient. That wasn't what I shot for throughout schooling, throughout undergrad, and throughout medical school, but it's adequate. And ultimately, if you're going to finish charting faster, you're going to have to become more okay with adequate. And that may mean that you deal with some of the stories that you tell yourself, those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. And I want to help you break down some of those things. And by doing so, you can take those steps forward. I'm hosting a 6-week charting program called Charting Mastery as I finish my charting. Thank you. It's called Charting Mastery, where I help other physicians, just like you. If you know that you are ready for this, if you know that you need this, I'm here for you. I'd love for you to go over to coaching.mededwell, MEDEDWELL, coaching.mededwell.com/charting mastery. I would love to show you what's inside, the 6 core modules that I have, and how you can take your charting to the next level so you can be home sooner for what matters most to you. I would love to see you enroll and join me inside. Have a great evening.